Alright, what's good, boys? Today we got another video to check out y'all sent me. It's titled, Why Wuthering Waves Will Never Win Against Expectations. And I don't really know what's gonna be said in this video, but I'm gonna be honest, Wuthering Wave has done a great job so far. Yes, they usually do listen to the community, and while we have been moving forward ever since 1.0, and not only has the core of the game gotten better, and the quality of the game has also gotten better, I feel that the devs are always willing to listen and improve the game overall. And while sure, not everything is fucking sunshine and rainbows, and there are times where the devs take 1 or 2 steps back, for the most part, they're usually walking forward and making the game better. There are certain things that, like everyone, I would like them to improve, I would like them to add, but overall it's really hard to live with the expectations that Wuwa or players have for Wuthering Waves. They want everything to be just absolutely insane, which speaks volumes because, you know, the devs do a lot of good stuff, but overall I want to see what he has to say regarding Wuwa and how it'll never win against people's expectations. Let's go ahead and check it out.
So here we go again. Deja vu. Remember back in 2.5 where people were chanting the usual hint, mid-patch, mid-story, filler arc, 2.6 gonna cook way harder.
I'm not even gonna lie, I've enjoyed almost every story that Wuthering Waves has dropped. Almost every single story has had some peak scenes, very interesting developments, and at least 1 or 2 moments that have made me like actually feel or pique my interest regarding a character or their backstory, right? Overall, every story has been pretty damn good, and I know a lot of people didn't like 2.5. They said it was filler. I still have 2.5 as one of my favorite stories so far because even though it felt like it wasn't really connected to the main story to a certain degree, right? It felt more like a side thing that was going on to connect certain plots of the story. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty damn good. And, you know, for Lova, despite me not really vibing with the character, I thought it was a good story and a way to present some dark themes into the story of Wuwa.
Yeah, fast forward, that so-called filler became one of the most memorable patches in Wuthering Waves history. Instead of filler patch, it turned into a feeler patch, you know? It even managed to pull player to invest more to the lore web.
Yes.
And now 2.6 drop. People...
Yo, and you know what's also crazy? You could say what you want to say regarding the 2.5 story. You can say what you want to say. Apart from maybe, I think it was 2.4, the one with Cardathea and the main thing being Cardathea. Apart from 2.4, 2.5 has been the story with the most social media interactions probably since 2.0, if not the start of the game. So many CCs were making videos, reactions. It almost became into like an Xbox, PlayStation freaking thing where people were rooting for Rover and the other ones were rooting for Lova. So whether you like the story or consider it a filler or consider it trash, you can't deny the actual impact that it had on the Wuthering Waves community, causing people to go at other people because of their opinion. Matter of fact, we had the whole CC issue with 2 people because some dude wasn't paying attention to the story. It got people mad. Overall, a lot of people were really invested into 2.5. That's just the reality of it.
will be happy, right? No, it's that we're getting the same recycle taste. This patch's just an optimization patch.
So here's the thing, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I don't know where this video is going. We're only 39 seconds in and I've already been yapping for about 3. When people refer to the patches as this is just an optimization patch, this is just a filler patch, a lot of the time they don't even be referring the story, right? They be referring everything else that revolves around the game. 2.5 was one of the most boring dog shit patches in terms of fun events. Dog, it felt like a chore to go into Wuthering Waves to do the events that we had during 2.5. I don't care what y'all say. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. But holy shit, were the events for 2.5 just dog shit. And even though there could have been some good events here and there, it was just trash, bro. Like, how are we playing a combat first gacha game where the biggest selling point is the combat? And I think we barely, if even, had any combat events during all of 2.5. That shit felt like a puzzle after puzzle after board game after, it was just doo-doo. So maybe this is what they're referring to. And like, for example, right now, right, in 2.6, ever since 2.6 has been out, what have we gotten? A couple of like login events. We've gotten a fucking tower defense game mode, which, okay, it's cool. It's cool for tower defense. What the fuck does tower defense gotta do with combat and Wuthering Waves? And like today or yesterday, we just got another like puzzle looking event. Bro, I don't blame people for having some of these takes. Maybe they can, you know, explain themselves a little better, but a lot of the time is not just referring to the goddamn story, but the fact that for the longest time now, not just 2.5, not just 2.6, but for a while now, when it comes to combat oriented content, it's felt rather dry. We'll get a very good combat event every patch or so, but it's like one, and then we get like 14 events about a hamster, a fucking puzzle, tic-tac-toe and shit. So I feel that that's where they're coming from, but that's just me. Enough ranting, let's continue the video.
Mid-story, mid-character, flop banner,
I was wrong. I guess they are yapping about the mid-story, I guess.
EOS soon for the 16th.
Also, hey, homie, what's your name? Now, don't blur out their names, bro. Call them out. Call them out. Straight up. Call them out. I want to see what they say and who their names are. So whenever they come into my chats, if they have some shit takes, I can call them out too.
9 time of this year. Like, bro, at this point, I swear some player have a speedrun timer for how fast can I declare the game dead. Now, don't get me wrong. Disliking a patch is valid. Maybe you felt the pacing was janky, maybe you were not so happy that Lupa did not show up when the army marched into the Dark Tides. Fine, fair critique, but dislike is different than hate. Because I saw one comment that
that's such a good thing. Some people be like, I don't mind if someone goes and says, I dislike this character. I think that's valid. I dislike this patch. That's valid. I dislike this story. That's fine. You're a normal human being. But when someone comes out and says, I hate this character, I hate this patch, I hate this, it gives me like Cheeto breath, square-headed, big back type of behavior, bro. That's what I look at you as, bro. Like some big back, Cheeto breath, square-headed dude, bro. Cause like how you gonna hate something, bro? Like it ain't that deep. I didn't like it. It didn't pique my interest. But some people be invested, bro. They don't like something and it's like you just slap their mother, bro. They just go on a hate campaign, and in every stream you'll see this random dude talking about this sucks, you suck, yo mama. Bro, shut up. Don't be weird.
I don't even know where this person got the idea from. Hot take. The story is mid at best. They rush a lot of things unlike 2.5. The rover glazing is over the roof. The story is just basically another rover harem moment without any lore building in it.
Oh. The story is mid at best. I gotta say, when it comes to gacha, Wuwa has one of the best stories. And I know you guys can pull out some like random gacha games out of nowhere that I probably never played. And they probably have better stories because at the end of the day, the combat is the main selling point in Wuthering Waves, and there could be other gacha games out there that their main selling point is the story. Not to say that Wuthering Waves story is not a strong selling point from it, but combat first and then story in Wuthering Waves, where other games could be just story with combat, right? Unlike 2.5, I will say I do like the development of 2.5. I thought they allow us to see quite a bit into the mind of like the world that revolved around for Loba. The rover glazing is over the roof, bro. Like, what did they think this was gonna fucking be? Rover's been gathering wives since 1.0, and y'all motherfuckers think it's gonna change? Like, y'all just go and watch One Piece because you think that on episode 500 he's gonna change and turn into the Hokage? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yes, Rover is going to continue getting glazed, and he is going to continue building his harem because that's just how these things are. It's the anime culture. It's this type of culture that is always going to happen. How are you going to be 1 year into the game, 1 year into a relationship, 1 year into seeing the same exact behavior and then act surprised because things are being done in the same way they've been done the last year. Like, what are we talking about? Don't be dumb. Without any lore building, I don't know what game he's playing. I know damn well he ain't playing Wuthering Waves, because I'm gonna tell you right now, there is a lot of lore in this game. Not only the one that they directly tell us, but others that you can find through some of the events by reading and shit like that. Things that most of, you know, the gacha players don't do. But there's a lot of lore building in Wuthering Waves. So the fact that homeboy said 3 out of 10, not only is this a very stupid, uneducated, like, weird take, but this was definitely rage bait, for sure, for sure.
Lol, 7 out of 10. Nah, 3 out of 10. Yeah, at this point, you either did not play the patch,
Yeah,
you watch a 30-second TikTok recap, or you're a proud main story quest skipper. Because most people will argue that 2.6 is good on its way. Kuro serves as a full course meal. Like in this picture, story-wise, it explains how the main story quest goes. It's good at the beginning and
oh my god, Augusta, I love you.
a little bit slower in the middle part, and peak at the end with all the twists and stuff. You know the story is good when it turned the community into a lore theorist out of nowhere, because
I don't know if I should have reacted to this video, dog. I haven't done the story. I haven't done the 2.6 story, chat. Yeah, yo, I'm telling y'all right now. That's why I haven't been very opinionated in the 2.6 part of the video, because I haven't done it. I'm about to get heavy spoiled. But, you know, I'm going to tune it out. I'm going to have a couple beers today. I'll eat my girl's butt, and then I'll forget about it. So when I do play it, I can experience it fresh, okay?
of all the crumbs that connects to one another. So what exactly people complaining about this time then? Well, some of them are this. Yeah. Some
The little, like, ghost echo
player
looking.
thinks Kuro is going backwards with the NPC's model for not being fully textured. Like, we had Changli's child model before.
Bro, Shangli's quest, bro, it was so good. It was so sad.
And it looked like a mini version of her. Why not do it again?
Yes.
Well, true, but is it a downgrade? No, it's a design choice that tied to the plot.
Okay, look, I haven't gotten here. I don't know what this is about. It could just be like a memory, right, that she's having at the moment. And I'm pretty sure they've done this like ghostly echo looking things in other parts of the story. Like way back. I'm pretty sure even Shang-Li's quest had NPCs that looked like this. Some people are always very well detailed in the past, while others are, you know, put like this. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I haven't done this part of the story myself.
At the beginning, we don't even know who this faint silhouette other than familiar sounding girl. But later on, we learned that this is actually Augusta.
Oh,
Changli's
shit.
mini version was fully shown on lore side as part of a complete Sonoro, a stable and polished memory echo, while Augusta's was the opposite. It's a
Oh,
lingering
okay.
frequencies that projected through the
Yeah, see, they've done it before. They've done it before.
dark tides.
But that one looked crusty. This one looked very well detailed.
Incomplete Sonoro, which arguably designed to picture a faint scene of what happened back then.
Ah,
After
okay.
that, we already learned about her. Why not make it fully textured? Well, I'll admit, at first I was asking the same question. But the more you play, the more you realize it's not about what we're seeing, it's about what we're not seeing yet.
Ooh.
The hazy model scene might be designed as a bridge, connecting the story we just played to the lore that has not been revealed yet. It's not
Okay.
closure, it's foreshadowing. Because instead of spoon feeding the answer, Kuro leaves the breadcrumb, and we, the players, do the rest. And it is indeed a success.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie, Yuno looks so good. Oh, bro, Yuno looks so good in those cutscenes and all of that. Ooh, she looks so good.
We make the noise and turn into theorists overnight. And arguably, this design of choice isn't all about Augusta. It's more about her friend, Angel. By now, I'm guessing most of you already heard the theory. But for context, that faint texture figure has sparked speculation that Angel isn't just a random name drop to support Augusta's backlore, but Angel is actually Galbrena, a character
Oh, no. Oh, y'all set me up. Y'all knew I didn't watch the story. The fuck going on?
line up for the future story. So yeah.
Oh nah. Oh nah. She gonna be Augusta's cousin and shit.
Technically, this is still a speculation, but let's be real, the crumbs are way too on the nose just to ignore. But before we talk more about this, if you made it this far and you've been enjoying my content lately, or you just stumbled across this one, please consider subscribing, because why not? It really helps.
Y'all heard him, chat. Subscribe and hit the like button on this video. And his too, it helps out a lot.
And motivates me to make more content like this, and smash that like button if you were vibing with it. And now, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
Okay.
If you remember that scene where Angel shows up after getting yoinked by the Dark Tides, even with just a glimpse, you can clock the signs. The hair design, the glowing eyes, and the shadow profile. It's subtle, but it's there. Now, people will say, but Galbrina doesn't look that way though. Sure, on the surface, but Augusta herself really said she turned into something that is not human anymore. Boom. That line flips everything. What we saw was not Galbrina's final look. It was the start of her descent from Angel to Galbrina.
Oh nah, I mean, I ain't even gonna lie, like the hair kind of similar, bro. And at the end of the day, she's like a little kid here, bro. You don't know what she went through. She went through hell and back, apparently, bro. She's out here doing the devil's work. So, hey, man, it makes sense. Apparently, if this kid out here got kidnapped by the boogeyman and got taken into the other side, bro, this might be Galbrina. Who knows?
Then after that, the lore crumbs piles on. In the story quest, it said that Angel got this resonance so cracked that even the Dark Tides couldn't even tank it. The problem was, she could not control it, so she get corrupted instead. But we know she is stronger than Augusta, which opened up another pot.
What you mean she's stronger than Augusta? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
Possibility that at some point she will manage to take control over the Dark Tides that ate her. While it sounds plausible, we basically have Prolova, a half
she looked like a crackhead in here, bro.
Half human, half Discord character.
True.
So yeah, I don't think it's a downgrade though. I think it's just foreshadowing the next event that about to come, and the way how Kuro make us invested in the lore by using.
Okay, so if they did this like this, right, and people had a problem with it, let's give Kuro a pass, right? Maybe it was how it was meant to be. But if they continue to go forward and doing things like this, when they gave us Shang Li's backstory and Shang Li looked completely well done and everything, then we can complain. But if this fills the role of like the blurry memories or like, you know, unstable memories or whatever it was that he said earlier, then, you know, it makes sense.
The question why. And another thing that caught my eye is how people said Augusta is just another character that fell in love with Rover.
That's a lie, bro. He's lying in this video, bro. What do you mean Augusta fell in love with Rover? She fell in love with me, bro. What are we talking about? Bro, he's capping, bro.
Yeah, the sudden change in her demeanor towards Rover is being read as another horror moment. But I think this is again more of a lore design, because Augusta's fate was changed by Yuno. From the earlier Septimon patch, we know Yuno was Augusta's closest person, but after she sacrificed her existence to save.
She what now?
Augusta, everything changed. Rover ended up replacing that place in.
Not even gonna acknowledge what just was said.
Augusta's mind, since all the credit now goes to us.
She just fucking cooked me out of nowhere, bro. Oh no.
I've seen people argue there's no way Augusta just forgot about Yuno. This is just glazing Rover. But no, she really does forgot about her. Starting from Yuno's arrow scene, we didn't hear anything about her anymore. In the moment when Augusta recalls everyone she stood by, Yuno isn't shown at all. And if you check Augusta's voice line, Yuno is not on the list of people she talks about. Even NPCs in Septimon didn't know who Yuno is. Yuno's sacrifice erased her presence, and that's why Augusta's change feels so sudden, especially towards Rover.
I am titling this video, Wuwa community ruined me, bro. How y'all gonna give me this crazy ass spoiler, bro? That's insane.
It's not a romance bait. It's the cost of fate being rewritten. And is that all that makes 2.6 good? I don't think so. We're just scratching the surface. I mean, we got more insight into Christopher. Like, this dude can casually pulls out a persona that can transform into this paper crane. Like, hello? Man's turning a whole side business in origami espionage. And there's also this Avidius. Like, we don't even fully know who this guy really is yet, but some people speculated that this person is also Christopher's persona. Every line feels like a setup for something bigger, and the story quest itself packed with small details that imply way more than what's on the surface. And I think the reason why this patch feels bad for some people is because some of them are too attached to the idea that every main story quest has to wrap up neatly in one go. But Wuthering Wave changed that formula. The final act isn't here yet. It's being saved for the second phase in Yuno's story. So calling this version as 3 out of 10 mid flop patch, yeah, that's not just unfair, it's not smart either.
Yeah, he just ray baiting. Okay, look, I literally got fried like towards the end of the video. That's why I didn't even know what to say, bro, because I haven't played the goddamn story, chat. So I was waiting to do it after they dropped the drip, because I usually don't like playing the story like day one. I like doing it a couple days later. It is my fault. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, fuck. Now I gotta go play the story. We'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, man, all I gotta say regarding this, it was a good video. It was a good video, well put together. And at the end of the day, man, Kuro is gonna keep cooking, man. People will have different tastes. Some people are gonna like the way another game does things, but hey, Kuro has been cooking with these characters. And the fact that he's able to make people feel something towards these characters, the fact that I'm over here playing a video game with these random characters that pretty much disappeared after one patch, because let's be honest, after a character has gone through their patch, we kind of never see them again apart from like a few of them, and they still manage to make us care about some of them. Some people cried during Frolova's scenes. I'm sure some people probably cried during Yuno's if what this dude said is true. But yeah, man, Kuro's gonna keep cooking, and it is winning against expectations. The voices of the minority and the voices of Cheeto Breath, square-headed big backs like the dude that was in that comment, ain't really doing anything. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all. Not so much for sending me this video, but yeah, love you guys. Hit the like button, drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.